If you struggle most days to know when you're hungry, keep watching as we explore ways you can begin to notice and reconnect with your hunger cues. Let's first explore how your body and mind might be nudging you that it needs some nourishment, aka hunger cues. Now, the most obvious sign of hunger is that gnawing feeling in your stomach and hearing it growl. While many use this as their sign of hunger, this sensation is usually when one is very hungry. Now, if this sounds like you, if you generally only eat when you feel that sensation, I invite you to notice if when you eat after noticing, do you ever feel out of control when you start eating? Do you eat really fast? Do you feel overly full afterwards? Many people that eat when feeling that extreme hunger will notice these experiences and feel out of control and lose their sense of trust around themselves and food. So doing the work, the hard work of noticing more subtle hunger cues can help cultivate more trust and confidence in yourself around food as you regain access to your hunger cues and honor your body's needs. Now, I do want to preface this by saying that not everyone will have access or full access to their hunger cues, and we will dive deeper into that in next week's video. Be sure to subscribe and hit the little bell to be notified when it's released. So we know now that that hallmark sign of hunger, that gnawing of the stomach, the growling, is actually more of a sign of extreme hunger. Let's explore other ways that hunger may present. Now, physiologically, we get hungry when the body needs food. And one of the ways the body knows this is when our blood sugar drops. When this happens, you may notice some physical signs, such as feeling shaky, lightheaded, or having a headache. Now again, these are more extreme signs of hunger, and this can be quite dangerous if you have diabetes. Now, if this is a daily occurrence for you, I do invite you to see your doctor and inquire about meeting with a dietitian. It could be a sign of something going on medically and or an indication that you might be struggling with disordered eating patterns. Now, not everyone loves the term disordered. I totally get it. So I like to use the phrase disharmonious eating. I find it lessens the guilt and or shame one might have around the phrase disordered. Yet another example as to how this work is all about making it work for you. Now, another sign of hunger is starting to feel agitated, irritated, or as many people like to say, hangry. For many people, hangry lends itself to more intense, extreme hunger, while slight irritation might be a more subtle cue for you. Now, if this resonates, monitoring your irritation throughout the day could be a great entry point into noticing your hunger cues. When you notice that all of a sudden you're getting irritated, take a moment and check in. Am I feeling hungry in this moment? Is that why I'm feeling irritated? And just check in. You may not get an answer, and that's okay. Part of this work is just beginning to pause and ask those questions. And we'll dive much deeper into this in next week's video. When first doing this work, especially if you've been disconnected from your hunger cues for a period of time, the intense hunger cues that we've discussed are often more accessible for people to notice. So you might want to start there. And as you become more attuned to your body and its needs, you can begin to tap into the more subtle, gentle cues of hunger. And as I stated before, this can also help to cultivate more trust and confidence in yourself around food. Let's explore some more subtle hunger cues from the body. You might begin to lose your focus. For example, if you're reading the same paragraph over and over and over again, check in with yourself. Am I feeling hungry right now? Do I need a break? Do I need to take a walk? Am I feeling low energy? Getting curious, asking those questions of seeing, is this lack of focus my ADHD? Is it I've just been working for many, many hours and need a break? Am I hungry? And the thing is, it could be a combination of all of those or something completely different. This is why getting curious can be such a game changer in this work. Now, feeling tired or having low energy is another sign of hunger and the body needing nourishment. Remember, food gives us energy. So if you're feeling tired, low energy, it could be a sign that the body needs more fuel. Now, I will validate that this one can be very tricky to discern when first exploring this. especially in today's society where feeling rested and refreshed every single day is not a luxury that most people have. Now, one sign of hunger that many people don't realize is thinking about food. If all of a sudden you start thinking about food or you can't stop thinking about food, that is a sign that you're hungry. Many people get frustrated when they start thinking about food, especially if they're dieting. So, reframing this as a message from the body that it needs some fuel can be a really lovely way, in time, of reclaiming your relationship to your body and its needs. So, let's review some signs of hunger. Some more subtle cues are feeling slightly irritated, losing focus, feeling tired, having low energy, and thinking about food. Now, more extreme hunger cues, stomach growling, having a headache, feeling shaky, lightheaded, and hangry. Now, these are just some examples. You might have very unique signs from your body that we didn't discuss here today. While my hunger cues are pretty run-of-the-mill, I do have some unique signs that I'm tired. For example, a sign that I know that I'm tired is that my speech gets a little garbled and my speech impediment resurfaces. That is a unique sign for me that I'm tired. So if I'm hyper-focus mode and I start noticing that, I take a break and I'm usually better off for it. Now, again, it took me a while to get curious and to realize that and to begin to take breaks. I had to unlearn those behaviors and relearn how to listen and honor my body and its needs. And this is why getting curious around messages from our body can be a game changer as you attune to your body and its needs. In next week's video, we'll explore why you might not have access to your hunger cues and ways to reconnect. Until next time, stay curious, friends.